Prostitusyon. Ang prostitusyon ay laganap sa Pilipinas dahil sa kahirapan at dahil na rin sa impluwensya ng mga dayuhang bansa. Sa kasulukuyan, mas lumalaganap at lumalaki ang sex industry at sa katotohanan ay isa ang Pilipinas sa mga bansang nangunguna pagdating sa prostitusyon. May mga batas na isinatupad upang matigilan ang mga ganitong gawain. Ngunit, tila'y labis na nangangailangan ang mga tao ng pera. Maaari rin dahil sa kakulangan sa trabaho ang sanhi bakit isnasagawa ito. Ayon kay Malig noong 2011, nasa 14% ng mga lalaking turista ang bumibisita sa Pilipinas para sa sex workers. Narito ang ilang mga turista upang ibahagi ang kanilang opinyon tungkol sa prostitusyon ng Pilipinas. Mayroon ding mga opinyon ang mga tao sa simbahan tungkol sa prostitusyon sa Pilipinas. Nakausap namin si Sir Carlos Ongchoco, nakasapi ng Opus Dei at isang active churchgoer.
Ako ay si Ginoong Carlos Ongchoco, isang pangkaraniwang lay faithful ng simbahang katoliko. Ang paniniwala ko or opinion ay base sa pagiging katoliko ko. Ayon sa turo ng simbahan, ang prostitusyon ay isang bagay na mali. Dahil ginagamit ang tinatawag natin sexualidad bilang isang kasangkapan para masiyahan ang isang tao kahit na walang pagmamahal o pagbibigay sa sarili sa isang tao. Ang sexualidad kasi ng tao ay para magkaroon ng relasyon sa iba, relasyon ng pagmamahal, pagkakaibigan, lalo pa para sa mag-asawa. At ang sa prostitusyon, walang pagmamahal ang nakikita natin dito. Ito ay ang prostitute ay nagbebenta ng katawan para kumita at ang kliyente niya ay nagbabayad para masihan at ginagamit niya ang katawan ng prostitute bilang kasangkapan para masihan siya. Ang simbahan ay hindi naman, ang mga prostitute ay hindi naman tinatanggi ng simbahan. Sila ay mga tao rin. Ang ayaw ang tinutukoy natin na mali ay yung ginagawa nila. Okay? Dapat hiwalay natin ang tao, yung mga prostitute, at ang ginagawa nila. Kasi maaring yung mga dahilan nila para maging prostitute ay para sa may mga mabuting dahilan. Okay? So, ang simbahan naman ay hindi nagsasabi na dapat sila ay sa impyerno na sila pupunta. Ang prostitute ay mga tao, hindi sila tinatanggihan ng simbahan. Ang tinatanggihan ng simbahan, ang ginagawa nila. May batas na ipinagbabawal ang prostitusyon. Kaya lang, parang walang masyadong stricto sa paghuhuli ng mga prostitusyon. At least sa aking nakikita, palagay. Kasi wala akong nababasa sa dyaryo. Okay? So, dapat stricto ang pag-enforce sa batas nito. Pagkatapos, kailangan rin ang lipunan, lahat, hindi lang ang gobyerno, kundi ang simbahan, ay maghanap ng solusyon dito. Katulad ng pagbibigay ng sapat na edukasyon sa mga babae na ito, vocational skills para magkaroon sila ng mas mabuting hanap buhay na ayon sa dignidad ng tao. Dapat unawain natin sila. Okay? So, hindi natin sabihin na i-condemn na mga tao na ito. Okay? Sila ay katulad natin, tao rin. Maaring mali ang ginagawa nila, pero tayo rin, may maraming ginagawang mali. So, Ang dapat lang gawin natin is tulungan sila na magbagong buhay. Uh, paunaw, turuan sila na ito ay mali, o kung alam na nilang mali, na tulungan sila na magpalit ng hanap buhay. Ito, narinig ko ng mga kwento na ganito. May mga pamilya na dahil kulang ang kinikita ng padre ng pamilya, kulang ang kinikita ng yung mga nagtatrabaho sa pamilya na yan. So, ang ginagawa nila, binibenta nila ang mga anak nila. Ginagawang prostitute. Tapos binibigyan ang pamilya ng pera ng mga dayuhan. So, ito ang narinig ko. So, alam ko na kulang sila sa pera, pero sana, para sa akin, wag naman pumayag ang mga magulang na masira ang dignidad ng kanilang anak. Sila ay hindi mga bagay-bagay na parang laruan na pwedeng ibenta lang, no? Pwedeng gamitin para masiyahan ng mga ibang tao. Sana dapat tulungan nila na magkaroon ng sapat na edukasyon ang anak nila. Hindi bali na kung magsakripisyo sa umpisa, pero sa tagalan, mas mabuti yan para sa pamilya, para sa mga bata. Hindi nasisira ang ano nila, ang tawag dito, yung psychological ano nila, may emotion at psychology, may epekto ito na psychological at emotional paglaki ng mga bata.
May mga masasamang epekto ang pakikibahagi sa sex industry, mas lalo na sa kalusugan ng mga taong kasama rito. Nakausap namin ang isang doktora na naging secretary ng Department of Health o DOH.
I'm Dr. Madeline Valera. I was a former Undersecretary of Health way back in 2012 to 2013. And right now, I'm working as a consultant under the USAID project for tuberculosis and a professor at the Ateneo Graduate School for Business. Prostitution is an ancient and very old it's a very, very old job, if you can call it as a job. And right now, in the Philippines, we don't only have women as prostitutes, but we also have men as prostitutes. And unfortunately, there are also children who are being prostitutes. It has been a big issue for reason that the spread of sexually transmitted diseases and of course of HIV/AIDS. So, of course, you would have the illness, STDs and HIV in having, unprotected sex. Previous years says that it was blamed on prostitutions, but at this time it wasn't anymore really just prostitution as issue for sexually transmitted diseases. So it's really more on promiscuity and unprotected sex. But still the main source of sexually transmitted diseases would be having sex with prostitutes. And right now, if I can recall, way back in 2013, there was a registered 500,000 prostitutes in the country, all over the country. But those are registered. So those registered prostitutes they have these cards and they're being tested regularly for sexually transmitted diseases and for HIV/AIDS. It's now, because of the devolved setup in healthcare, the the program for, registering prostitutes would be under the local government, under the Department of Health, or the city or the provincial health offices. It's no longer on the Department of Health, but of course, as the mother health department, then the Department of Health regularly updates the provinces, the cities, and the municipalities what are the necessary guidelines for treatment of sexually transmitted diseases, and also for HIV/AIDS. The permit for registered prostitutes are being given by the local government health department. I don't think you can say it's illegal as long as you are registered and you're getting your certificate of good health, clean health. Then you can then consider it as illegal. But of course, I would always say children being prostituted would be the worst illegal activity that anyone would think of. I've seen children who are being prostituted by their own parents, peddling them to have these sexual activities with foreigners so that their parents could earn from them. So that should be illegal, because children are still children, and to be involved in such hideous activity and to be prostituted, I think that's inhuman. I do not condone, and if there has to be there is actually a law on that prohibiting for the protection of children. So what are we going to do now if the own parents, their own relatives are the one prostituting the kids? There has to be more laws or more preventive activities from the local government, from the church, from the Department of Health, even from the private sector. I remember when I was years ago, together with the nuns, we would be going around the previous red light districts in Manila and also in Makati, going around, and if we see these kids being prostituted, they would be initially selling some pagita and then would end up as child prostitutes. So we would really, get them out. But we have no authority to do that, because we're not the parents. So are we going to put to jail the parents who prostituted their kids, and what are we going to do with the kids? So at that time, we would bring them, for the girls, to the morning glory, when the nuns are there, and then we would also, for the boys, there's another institute where we have the boys, and it's really difficult because at the age of 9 years old, they're already into such hideous activity. Other than the sexually transmitted diseases, psychologically there is an effect on the child. I remember there was a child who would always be running away from the Morning Glory Center, and I would ask her, "Why are you doing that?" Because she said, "I want to go home to make sure that my sister is not being prostituted." And there was also one girl who left the center, and after so many years contacted me to find out that she's in Japan becoming a yapayuki. So as a child, they grew up being a prostitute, and how can they now get out from that such activity?